I want to show you this right here. See that? That is an aphid infestation. Now, I already cleaned them all off of here day before yesterday, and look how they're already back. Well, the thing is if you take Vaseline, smear it all around the stalk like that. Take that off there. Ugh, let's get a little bit more. Okay, get that one there real good. All the way around it. Don't miss any spots going around it. Don't leave any little gaps or anything. Get just a little more. There we go. There we go. Do it all the way around. Don't leave the ants a place to get a trail up, because without the ants, the aphids can't survive. So all you got to do is about 1.5 inches. Sometimes I put a couple inches, but you just put about that much all the way around. Make sure that they can't get through it, or they won't go through it, but make sure they can't get, just make sure you cover it for about 1 inch, 1.5 inches. And these little babies can't do what they're doing right now because the ants can't service them. Look at all these grapes. Look at all that. Man, oh man, this thing's going to be loaded down with grapes. I'm going to go ahead and do the other grapevine, even though it's little. Look at that. Oh, aphids suck. I'm going to bring the hose over here in a few minutes and blow all of them off of it, and they won't be able to do this again. As long as you keep that stuff where the ants can't service them, then you do not have an aphid problem on a plant. But I'm going to get my arch trellis over here and get these running up the trellis. I don't want the aphids starting on this one once I blow them off of that one. So yeah, and that's going to be on the trellis. So as long as you don't leave the aphids or the ants a way to get up, then aphids can't live without the ants. They work together. That bastard did rip a piece off of my grapevine. Oh, I can't stand that goat. I'll tell you right now. I'm over it. I'm glad he's leaving Saturday. I can't take it no more. I'm just done with that. It's just an aggravation to me now, and I don't like to be aggravated at my animals. I love them, and I do love him, but you can see right there, he fought his way through all that, ripped this stuff just to get that, and then it fell. So of course, I can't have that no more. I spend way too much money and way too much time working on my stuff to have some asshole coming out here. This grapevine, he actually killed the one that was in that. Killed it. And I rescued it so many times where they would just rip it out of the ground, but they just obliterated it. And this one survived. And last year I actually got 6 or 7 little bunches of grapes off of it, and oh my god, they were incredible. And I love grapes. I love strawberries. So anything that's going to come in this yard and just murder my plants, I ain't down with that. Or coming in here and eating the fruit. I got 1 strawberry today off of that bed, and the only reason I was able to get it was because I built that cover and the squirrels can't get in there. Now, that I've been growing strawberries here steadily. This is it's about 3.5 years. That is the first strawberry I have gotten myself in over a year. Today, one little strawberry about that big. It was red all the way through. Oh, it was wonderful. And I can't have anything in this yard that's going to do that. There's, you know, even because I do buy a lot of this stuff. What I do purchase, I purchase usually on clearance, so I don't get it until it's ready to need help, you know. And things like this, and things like that over there, and things like them freaking squirrels. You know, it's expensive to buy things like hardware cloth and stuff like that. It's not cheap. And the only reason I have to go buy more chicken wire and hardware cloth is because of those damn squirrels. But as far as him destroying my plants and stuff and me not being able to let them out, and I can't do it anymore. He tried to murder Chi-Chi Monkey. Like, he even tried again today. So I'm not down with that stuff. And anything that's going to be causing me extra frustration and extra work consistently, man, it just sucks. And then you still don't get to eat the food that you've put all this work into to grow. These plants, these plum trees were pulled out of someone else's yard because they weren't planted properly. The ground has been toxic for, that neighborhood's been there 35, 40 years. And it's just a high-end neighborhood. What do? Chemical fertilizer, chemical constantly, just neurotoxins going in there to beat down the weeds. And so these trees had no chance to live, but look at them now. Look how gorgeous that plum tree is, because it's in some good soil that's not got any toxins in it. I mean, as little as you can get. There's, you know, you got all kinds of shit up there that comes down on it, but in general, these trees are not in any toxicity at all. You know, I've got little companion plants around there, and that's working out really good because the trees give it just the tiniest bit of shade. What happened to this one? Look at that. Huh. Squirrel. Oh, fuck me running. Yeah, I'm done with the squirrels, really. They're just, you know, my dogs have to eat, and they'll be eating squirrel. Look, you can see it dug a hole, tried to get in here. So, even after doing all of this, those little bastards are still trying to get in here. So, yeah. And the problem is it's not these guys that are in there eating all of the goat feed and chicken feed. It's not really even them. But these trees right here, they actually belong to us, and I just wanted to have a straight fence, so I didn't include them in the yard because I would have had to cut the fence around. So just to make it look nicer, you know, we have a nice straight fence line, but that is actually our property right there, and those are our trees. And I should have just cut them all down instead of having them trimmed. That cost me a lot of money, and it was a bad thing and all that shit, but I should have cut them down. I don't like taking trees down to where you get no shade. I don't like doing that at all. But I've got, so far, 4 holes in my roof of my building from those trees. And I don't know who purchased this place recently, but I'm going to immediately have a talk with them and let them know that these are actually our trees and that I'm cutting them down because they're just causing a lot of damage. But my point that I even got on them about is the squirrels that are doing this aren't the squirrels that are over there that live in these trees. No. They run from these trees. They come down and cut right over the fence. They go right up there and tear up all my stuff, eat my food. Like, the day that I'm going to pick it, that's the day that the squirrels beat me to it. And there was another strawberry right there next to that one. And oh my God, it was so good. So good. First strawberry I've gotten myself in a year. And you can see, I have a lot of strawberry plants. I have strawberry plants out front. Not dealing with squirrels anymore, man. Like I said, I gotta feed my dogs. They're a good source of protein, and that's how that's gonna be. I'm just not okay with things like this that just destroy your stuff for no reason. He's got a whole shitload of food over there. He gets good hay. He's got everything he needs. But look, he's gonna tear that fence up right there, right in front of me, and he knows exactly what he's doing. And I can't handle it no more. He's leaving Saturday, and I am very thankful. I love him. He's cute. He's a very sweet goat, but I don't need him. I got my goats to eat down the brush and all that stuff. That brush over there, there was this whole yard was good. But if I let them out right now, they would not touch any of those grasses or any of this. They wouldn't touch any of it. They would go right straight for these things. Right straight for all of it. They wouldn't give a shit. They would chew these trees down. They'd rip them out of the ground. They'd rip these grapevines out. That's what he did to that one multiple times, because that grapevine was actually bigger than this one. So yeah, I'm not down with that shit, and I'm not tolerating it anymore. And you know, I don't like killing squirrels. I really don't. I do eat squirrel, but I don't want to eat squirrel right now. I prefer to eat chicken and pork and beef. And look at him over there. Just everywhere. I will walk out the back door and there will be 25, 30 squirrels just run up. And that is no exaggeration. 25, 30 squirrels. They've chewed up the wiring, because that place is wired. I mean, that's a solar powered light on the outside, but on the inside has 2 light fixtures, a plug, and it's all in conduit. One spot where the wire comes out, and they've just chewed the shit out of it. And I don't need that kind of crap, you know. I don't mind squirrels coming around. I love the squirrels. I think they're cute and funny. But when they become a destructive force and are completely working against you at all times, when they're fed, it's not like they're starving. All the squirrels in this entire area come here to eat everything that I work on and spend my money and time on. And I'm just not okay with that. I'm tired of it, and I can't put up with it anymore. So, alright, y'all, much love to everybody. Grow what you love, and you'll love what grows. I've got to get these steps that I built installed right here, so that all of this dangerous crap is no longer there. And I'm going to use these. I got a bigger one and then this one, and I'm going to use them as the base for my bathtub worm bin that I'll be making here in the next few days. Excuse me. But yeah, look at the strawberry plants in here, y'all. Oh my god. And if I don't get these covered, I won't get nary a one strawberry ever out of it. Every time they start to get ripe, the squirrels will steal them all. Look at that. Look at all these runners they're putting out. Isn't that something? Awesome. Right on, everybody. Y'all have a fantastic day.